and I think in A2 rely very much on lane pressure still. And on lane, LCS still has pressure over Varus. It just comes onto 2 items, 3 items when Varus takes over and has just a super long range to deny their seer. So, as I said in EU, people think about lane first and then about team fighting.
Yeah.
So
otherwise we would pick like Maokai, Silver Brom every game. And
yeah, we win.
But yeah, we have some ego, that's true, what's saying Grab, so I agree with this. But right now, against Azir, you never pick Silver most of the time, so I expect like Jhin, maybe like Morgana, Karma is already picked, so I don't think I think it's gonna be support, not flex pick. And then maybe in mid you can pick some Talia or something like that.
I don't like the Rekkles, sorry, I don't like the Rekkles pick up here because against Azir you really want some hard engage from, like exactly Gragas.
Gragas
the way better option here. But Jhin alone is not enough, I think, to catch up in
I feel like a comp we see very often with Jhin in Europe is actually like Rek'Sai Jhin combined, and you Prey Seeker and you try and follow up like long range pick from Jhin, especially against things like Azir, who tends to be used against weak against poke. Normally, like he wants to all-in team fight. Obviously, you're diving at him, but long range poke against Azir makes him a bit weaker.
So I really want Fnatic to play a strong bot lane because here they reveal top, they reveal mid blindly. So in theory, H2K can counter pick it as much as they want. And H2K revealed the bot lane, so we expect Karma to be bots. And in this case, if they pick like some Braum and Severe, like I really don't like this. I hope like they're pulling some like Nami
Kate,
Nami Lucian.
Nami Kate, the good old fully lane.
Okay, at least they're saving the support, but Severe is decent, I would say, against Jhin. Like he's good because you can pressure him out, but please not Braum because otherwise you just dismantle this synergy.
What about Olaf for Spirit?
Yeah, very good. I think it crushes Rek'Sai in one-to-one scenario. And can match with the speed of Silver, so yeah, really good pick.
And that's even way worse. I think the Rekkles pick is even worse because you set up yourself to have a losing matchup, then why not take the Gragas anyway, who benefits more for the team. Even if, like the official said about the Prey Seeker W coming from Jhin, you can do kind of the same with a Mantra Q from Karma or a barrel from Gragas. So I think the Rekkles pick was wrong.
What do you guys think? Is there a chance we get the Karma mid here and they actually lock in a second support like Nami?
I'm not sure because the maybe actually, but I don't know what's Rio champion pool into Azir because there are some people that play Talia, some people that play Varus, so
you could also just go
Victor because he does Victor every day anyway. So
yeah.
And also the synergy between a Karma mid lane and the Jhin and the AD carry is not the greatest.
Oh.
I mean, I would expect Talia. I think it's good pick into Azir.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's good disengage too against them. So I like the champion.
Yeah, actually a matchup a lot of people talk about, and kind of the same deal again where you have like long range, Prey Seeker, like Talia poke as well, like consistently sitting there landing cosmic shots, and then you can actually kite out of it very easily. And then like once you land one and you maybe knock in a guy into your minefield, followed up by like Jhin Snare, like it's a lot of pick potential on the side of H2K.
Against Giants, we had also to play against the Rumble and the Jhin, and it was not funny. It was, he just lays down the equalizer and then the Jhin will cut the curtain call, and there's nowhere for you to run.
But this is the kind of comp where you need to be decisive. This is the kind of comp where you need to be proactive. Like, to me, like if H2K here are like hesitating in terms of like setting up sieges or moving down to objectives, then suddenly like Fnatic can start putting up pressure in side lanes with Dinar. Braum comes in as the last pick. I'm seeing two guys here shaking their head.
Yeah, I mean, it's good against Jhin, but it defeats the purpose of picking the mid and top so early because you want to set up yourself for winning bot lane. But right now you're just like accepting the fact that you're gonna get pushed in.
What could have been a different support pick?
I think Nami would be better. Nami or Bard. But doesn't play Bard, I think YellowStar.
Yeah. One pick.
Bard would have been interesting, and in a big way, maybe Soraka.
All right, well, we'll see what happens between these two teams. And Atalia in the mid lane is always exciting, obviously, so we'll see what Ryu can do with that up against that Azir. The coaches are going to shake hands in just a second. And with the lineups locked in, let's hand it over to our casters to see how it plays out.
Thank you very much, Shocks. Gearing up here with Crepo for Game 2. A very different pick and ban after that first matchup. A lot changed here. What do you think is going to be the most impactful pick?
Definitely not the fifth rotation counter pick Braum into a race 4 matchup. I definitely like echo what the desk was saying there. Nami or Bard would have been way better.
Yeah, I feel like Fnatic need just a little more reinforcement. So it's like, Fnatic, what do we want? Hard CC. When do we want it? Now!
I mean, technically it's... yeah, I know, right, crowd? But it's technically is hard CC. Like, Fnatic, they want to stampede. They want to pop that Sivir ulti, go in, swoop, get a Mega Gnar, and then follow with a massive Braum ultimate, create a fissure and just almost like Jumanji stampede over H2K. But they're running into some really strong disengaged. Their Talia is so deceptively annoying to play against kites very well. Rushing into an equalizer has been proven in the past quite dangerous.
It does a lot of damage, and of course a lot of zone control put up by that Talia as well. It's going to be really hard for Fnatic to force out these fights without being punished.
All right, so H2K is going for the cheese. Instead of going for an invade and then dividing map and giving Fnatic a chance to counter swap, they go for the blind predict. So they want to move into the lane. And right now, Kikis already pinging that out a little bit. Maybe he saw a ward be put down. That ward is been there for a while right now, over the wall.
Pings on the bush.
But it does seem that...
Fnatic are reading the cheese.
I mean, they're not, you know. Maybe there's... I think they're saying... Oh my god, they might walk into it. Because they're pinging it again. Fnatic might be saying, let's walk top and wait in the brush here for enemy top laner to walk out. And H2K is one step ahead of that. H2K is reading what teams do if they want to go for a blind swap themselves. So, like, there is a scenario where Rekkles and YellowStar straight up walk into their opponents.
Oh.
But they're going for a camp. Never mind.
H2K moving up. It's not too late, Crap. Don't let go of your dreams. We could see some action here.
Hey, if they stop them at the Krugs, they can actually do a really good level 1 proxy.
No ping going down on a Vander. Looks like Fnatic do see him. Yeah, they are going to back off that camp, Vander.
And he doesn't know. He doesn't know he's spotted, so he can actually get zoned out. Oh, Freeze, he has auto attack on.
Oh, going in. Oh, YellowStar. That's a massive fumble.
Yeah, yes and no, because they still get the push, which is great. So this losing matchup, they'll play with support flash down, but they still get the push here. Freeze challenges it back right now.
A lot of poke going down, but Rekkles is better, or knows better than to let that push go away.
A lot happened. Fnatic spotted Karma, they moved away. Karma obviously did not know, so had to check for the event at the enemy jungle, in case it was a lane swap, you know? Then, to punish him that, Freeze accidentally hit the creep, because he had auto attack still enabled. He didn't do his settings right. Usually you disable that spell. And then, YellowStar's reaction wants to instantly Q flash, but he hits a minion. Oh. And then things go worse. Because if YellowStar did flash exhaust on Freeze, probably would have been killed.
A little bit of a fumble there coming in on the side of Fnatic. And they're giving up the lane pressure now.
Yeah, now they're stuck. They minor pushed, but Freeze still got the level 2 soon.
Yeah. Unfortunate on the side of Fnatic, losing out there overall. Rest of the lanes, a lot of pushing going on, but not a whole ton of trading here in terms of summoner spells.
Odoamne getting that charcoal, getting the barbecue going.
I mean, half the time I feel like that's acceptable because he's a giant evil monster, but the other half the time he's adorable, and that's probably not okay.
I mean,
cows
can be adorable. Still good meat.
You're on that veal life.
Gotta get the protein somewhere.
H2K continuing to apply pressure here on the top side. Probably not thinking too much about their dietary needs at the moment.
Nope. Just want to crush CS. Want to get the CS gains.
Gotta get the gold. Spend the gold on items. Get the wins. Use the wins on food.
Alright, Azir usually is a very push-heavy matchup, but Talia is actually one of the few champions that can out-push like these trading patterns, and then the Qs off of already worked ground are so potent at controlling the minion wave. Q off worked ground is not a harass tool, it's just a minion push tool. And then you can go for harass. Ooh, Jankos swept around here.
Getting cheeky.
But he's playing against the typecast low econ player, Kikis. Can he dodge it?
Moving in. Is he going to be able to get the hop out? Move in, no Meganar. Flashes.
Yeah. So basically, Jankos doesn't want Kikis to flash E out and dodge the hop, so he preemptively goes for a flash knockup, hoping to burn him down. Not enough damage there, so Kikis played just fine.
Making it out, does have to give up the flash. Gonna have to keep our eyes on Jankos, see if he wants to rinse and repeat on the bottom side. Kikis TPing down. Spirit moving his way down as well. Wants to back up. Knows that that is a point of vulnerability.
Maybe Kikis here. Spirit
no
in
fear.
tow.
Hop skip. Odo's gonna have to flash. Trades it back in the end. Spirit getting a little over aggressive there.
He probably saw Spirit with the ghost, which is what prompted the flash. Top lane, they're doing well though. Rekkles and YellowStar, despite blowing that flash early, it's actually not that punishing because they dodged the roughest point of the matchup, which was the level 1. You can be infinitely put in that situation. If things go a little awry, you can be infinitely put on level 1. Like you can end up level 1 versus 3 if Freeze and Vander execute like kind of the proxy just right. It's really delicate and hard to do, but it is possible when you challenge enemies on Krugs.
It's been an interesting top side bot lane matchup here. Both teams kind of having to adapt on the fly.
Both a little wide.
Look, man, you can't.
I mean, that
Don't.
spell has the hitbox of a truck, dude. Misses, you gotta call it out.
Look, I mean, how many times have you been hit by a truck, Crepo?
Not once. I can't
there you go.
I had my mom drive over my toe with an SUV once. Does that count?
I mean, maybe that's the equivalent of just clipping him on the edge with the karma skill shot.
Nope.
I don't think Vander's going to be sorry if he clips him, though. Your mom was probably pretty sorry.
Poor mom.
Ah, hits that one.
Yeah.
Mr. Negative.
Straight to the face. Hey, we're yin and yang, dude. I whine and you
Praise people
Praise.
for hitting skill shots. Everyone deserves praise.
Yep.
Febiven moving back to the mid lane. It's just a game of wave clear once again. Although we do finally have the 2v2 lane match, it feels like there's no break point quite yet.
I mean, the breakpoint is the sustain. When these guys run out of pots, they continuously eat poke and they can only all in. And if they're put on like 30% HP, they can never really go for the all in either.
Oh.
So they're limited by their sustain here.
Here comes Jankos. Weaver's wall coming in as well.
Oh,
They're going to push it back. Oh! Nice moves coming in there to cancel that out.
Honestly, this is good for Fnatic. They're forced to base anyway, something they would have had to do at one point. They were at the verge of being out sustained, and they blow like a major ultimate and time away from Jankos. So while it looks grim, like these are things putting in motion that would have happened anyways. Rekkles would have had to base regardless.
And there's not enough of a wave here for them to pressure the tower. They don't have enough strength, so Olaf's going to pick up a little bit more CS, and Fnatic are going to be happy.
Looking to counter Ryu here, maybe. Cheeky play. Nah, he's just going to match out. So, honestly, H2K botched that pretty hard, and now Freeze will have to flash
Moving
out.
forward, tower's up. Just going to move away on that one. Nice dodge out from Spirit on the Deadly Flourish.
I like that they turn that around. They know they have the damage here. Rekkles was not in tow. The H2K, they had large potential impact on that play there if that roam worked, but messed it up just a tad.
I like that they're going for aggressive moves. This is what I like to see. Similar to that early game we saw from Tomcats last time around, but maybe a little bit too eager to make the play. Fnatic started to back off. They still continued to commit.
Yup, and Rekkles managed to at least stall his potion, spread them thin until he got the BF sword. Really important as Sivir that you're not forced to back before you get that item. You can play losing matchups 10 CS down as long as you get to your major item spikes on time, because then you don't get put into the dumpster. Fnatic, that's one thing they've always done well, is play slightly losing matchups to a T. But then the few games where they do fall too far behind, they just get stomped and everybody blames draft. So
gotta be careful about it. Oh, Febiven potentially in trouble. A lot of damage goes down. He gets kicked back.
the patience from Ryu on that knockback.
Ryu looking very experienced on the Talia here.
That means Febiven can't get to his blue buff either, so he has to hand it off.
This looks good. Small advantages coming in on the side of H2K. Continuing to make aggressive moves, and I gotta say, Ryu looks so much more proactive on this Talia than we've seen him in a long time.
Yeah, it is honestly a favorable matchup here. It's so easy for Talia to play because you can always clear out the mini wave with you. Rekkles, no spell shield probably.
Shot, 3, 4, oh!
He probably used the spell shield on their tower while getting away, and that's probably what prompted Freeze to use his ultimate. Otherwise, it's pretty random here.
Bullying out, they've got pressure on the top side. Spirit's moving up to respond, but they're gonna get some decent damage down.
And you can TP with Odoamne too with Equalizer. He
TP,
wants that wave.
almost up. Waiting on the cooldown.
And this turret pressure now, the sustain advantage. The force backs obviously gives them residual damage on the tower here. So the duel going on. Odoamne seems to be looking for something.
Oh, Kikis, patience there. Odo may have overcommitted here.
He got played.
Hop, skip, and a jump. He's going to go back in. Odo goes into the bush. Kikis, is he going to make it? Oh, first blood! So little health available on that R. 14, it's ticking down. The TP is coming in. Talia, here comes the Weaver's wall! It's not enough! H2K, they trade it back.
They trade it back, but it cost them an additional teleport, and it gives Febiven breathing room. He's looking to deny at least a wave, but then Jankos is going to soak that up. But what a duel there. Complete miscalculation on the side of Odoamne, and he gets 1v1 by Kikis. It was super close on the back end, though.
Definitely very close, but Kikis coming back into the league in style. He only had 3 days to practice.
Hang on,
the team.
we got to look to the future here instead of looking at the past. There's a 4-man roam. This is reaction to that bot lane play here, but there is still TP on Odoamne. They need it quick.
Febiven up available. Here comes the TP from Kikis. Looks like they're looking to force the dive. Odo's TPing in as well, but he does not have the equalizer. Proto belt forward. Exhaust goes down. YellowStar looking for some fancy plays. Grabs one. The other one's going to go to him. Odo falls too. Beautiful execution from Fnatic.
Oh, Fnatic. They capitalized on the background that entire ordeal because Kikis played that so well in the bottom lane. H2K used an additional teleport and more importantly moved Ryu away from top lane. So guess what, Fnatic, they move up with Febiven who had lane priority because of that entire plane. This is how you snowball a lead. You use your mid lane priority to roam. You don't go for damage on the turrets, you don't go for Raptors or Wolves. Those days are over. You just roam top, use the teleport on your top laner, and you just dive 5v3.
Such good play coming in from Fnatic, responding to the advantages given to them. Mid lane tower will drop for H2K. They will balance out that gold lead, but it's just traded for Rift Herald.
Right, it's traded for top lane tower too, so not only do they get the kills, they trade towers equally. Like, this is where it all started. Kikis jukes the entire equalizer in that brush, hops over into his minions, and then can help out. This is why Odoamne went out, and then he realizes, you know what, I can just win this trade.
And a single tick of the equalizer.
Yeah, and the aggressive flash too, very important. If you just go to the normal boomerang, it will get flashed, and then Kikis has too many cooldowns, and he can't actually kill the Rumble. So going for the aggressive flash was the right play. And then Fnatic's like, okay, push up mid is here, jungle holds, jungle is now not ready to react, your jungle is there to foul, 4v2, turns into 5v3 with two teleports coming in. Beautiful block from YellowStar. Like, this is macro play to a T. Great punish by Fnatic.
Comes in, boomerang play. We can watch the cleanup now, but it's just too easy for Fnatic on the back half of this execution. On the hunt comes out. Odo set to fall. We can watch it again and again. It's just so well done.
But the flow over of advantages is something I just really adore watching, you know. Starting in the bottom, ending at the top here.
One more 1v1. Gnar goes in, hops over the equalizer, knocks him back, wants to keep him in the fight. Odo falling down, but no skills left. Oh, Kikis grabs another one. Here comes Jankos. Well, it traded back. Mini Gnar coming. Does not need to make it out. Wallop isn't available. Isn't going to get the CC. They're just trading blows back and forth.
Trading blows, but while it takes two members to deal with that fight in the top lane, Fnatic claim an objective in the bottom lane. Not only a turret, they're looking at their Infernal Dragon here.
Things just continuing to go in Fnatic's favor. The gold lead building. Jankos looking for another tower. Just going to even it up. And once again, Dragon now falling in favor of Fnatic.
Yeah, so additional bonuses, a couple of kills and a Dragon on each turret trade here for Fnatic. What a fast-paced game here. Tons of action centered around, honestly, high-skilled duels here in which Kikis is a front-runner.
Absolutely. We can take a look at it one more time.
I need to see if Kikis actually jukes the Proto Belt here, because it looked like Odoamne went the wrong way with the belt. Because Kikis is going to hop over and put him behind him, and then Odoamne's Proto Belt misses. Ooh,
that's massive.
Maybe been the difference here.
Those rockets, if you can land that cluster head on, do so much damage.
Regardless, Jankos is still in this area, so the cross map for Fnatic would have played out anyways. The only difference would have been that Jankos doesn't maybe not get an assist on a kill, but Odoamne picks up the kill goal because he's desperate for some gold influx.
Desperately needs it indeed. H2K, they're clearing out a little bit of this vision. They're trying to regain control over their side of the map, trying to push in some vision down on Fnatic. They need to know what's happening before it's right on top of them. Fnatic, the Stampede is coming through. Vander maybe looking for the steal.
Febiven waited with starting that Blue of Spirit, picks it up in the end. Febiven waited until the ward was gone before attacking it, so hopefully nobody can even steal. But then the challenge from H2K, the ward made it so that Spirit had to pick it up himself. So another blue buff tonight from Febiven. Honestly, so many teams target Febiven's blue buff. He continuously has to play at a blue buff disadvantage, week in, week out.
Gotta be frustrating for him. Much harder for him to clear out those waves. Already in a matchup, very Talia favored. As we mentioned, Weaver's Wall comes in. Suddenly Rekkles is all alone. Great isolation, but YellowStar is going to hop over the wall. Is going to make it in. They re-engage. Curtain Call comes in, but who is going to drop? YellowStar 2 shots, 3 shots. At the 4th, Rekkles body blocks for his brother in arms. And they're starting to fall as Spirit runs forward. Vander falls. Kikis out of nowhere. Jankos and Freeze running for their lives.
Well, you can't start a party before firing up your barbecue. Where was Odoamne in that entire exchange? He has Equalizer, he has Teleport available. If you're going for a global pickoff, you need to instantly TP, because you know the ensuing fight, you will win because you are the first one making the move. H2K dive into a situation where Fnatic out-react them. That should never be possible here. Good reaction from Fnatic though. Instant trigger on the leap from YellowStar. Watch this again. He's stuck over the wall. Ironically, Rekkles then flashes over to the other side. The Spirit immediately puts on the aggro too. And then Febiven swoops over, over the wall with the QE combo. And Freeze can't pick up any kills here, and then Kikis even comes in for the finish on Vander, and then look in top lane. Odoamne is just farming, so this is so disjointed by H2K.
Absolutely, and Odo may have recouped the loss there to a certain degree, but Gnar picks up another kill, balances all out again, and Fnatic, they get the kills, now they got the time to back, and he's just going to catch that wave on the top side.
When he gets to itemize Soul.
Oh, aggressive play, good knock-up coming in. Febiven, though, going to push him out. Vander goes in, Snare goes down. Looks like Febiven is going to fall. H2K getting one back, but here comes the TP. We're not done yet. Kikis, Meganar jumps forward, knock into the wall. 3 members, Spirits on the backside. Kikis is starting to fall. Freeze flashes to safety. Jankos is in trouble. Ryu looking to disengage. They're so aggressive. Fnatic do not care. They are down members, but the fight keeps going. Rekkles has arrived on the hunt available. Pops it to take his team to safety. Odo gonna back off. Weaver's wall comes in.
Weird fight here. A couple of misplays, couple of really nice plays here, but we need to watch that again to point out some of the subtleties here. It all started with a really good dash interrupt. Good reaction too from Vander to up into a snare. Finish off Febiven. But then I think in that fight, Spirit's ultimate came a fraction of a second too late, so he still got knocked up. Wasn't immune. And then Ryu's play at the end was a little sloppy too. Definitely could have been played better on both sides. But I like the action we have this game, Sifa.
Absolutely, and I like that H2K, despite falling behind, are not scared to make these proactive plays. Yes, it's taking a risk, but when you're this far behind, it feels like you have to take risks, especially against a team like that.
Watch this again. So Jankos, this ward kind of fades in front of him. Gets the interrupt off Febiven. It's a little bit greedy not to just flash over. As he would flash anyways. Good finish. This is great. Then Kikis comes in. Everybody wants to dodge the knockback, but then he goes for a lead triple, and that's a beautiful Gnar ulti. Let's see Spear. Does he get knocked up? Yes, he does. And then he pops his ultimate. So he loses a couple of seconds of attack time that could have maybe finished off Jankos. Odoamne almost got the turnaround there, but really good on the hunt.
Oh, Ryu.
Oh, Karma's coming too.
This could be disastrous. Rockstar comes out. Gonna make it out. Throws down the damage. Blocked out by YellowStar. Good leap back.
Yeah, always check your brushes. Refresh your pivot tables. Check your brushes.
2 rules of League of Legends and stats. And they're moving in, getting cheeky here. Freeze in trouble. Spirit, what? Spirit just runs through the 80 carry. Freeze, what are you doing?
Standing?
Still, yes. Dying, yes.
How dare you, Freeze, be in front of your own tier 2 turret, trying to clear a minion wave?
I mean, is Spirit just that strong? He just doesn't care?
I mean, that's an Olaf that is slightly ahead, and you're playing a low mobility pick here. That's why you will always need your support around you. Hopefully with an exhaust, because exhaust is the one thing that still goes through. Damage reduction goes through back knock.
Oh, knock back into the tower. Ryu does a lot of damage, is going to get knocked down. Spirit's going to pick up another one. Body block comes in. Kikis maybe looking to go forward, tempering that aggression, backing off.
Fnatic is tearing H2K apart. They're locking Odoamne in these side lanes. His equalizer can never be used in any of H2K setups here, and they're continuously falling behind. 2K became 3K, looking to become 4K here as they're going down.
Knock back. Looking for the disengage. Wallop comes out.
There's Odo.
Transformation. Here comes the TP. Spirit. No ulti available quite yet. Buying time, hoping to get it out. Curtain call comes in, and it's going to be curtains for Spirit. One more shot. And the shutdown goes over to Freeze.
Good for Freeze here. Picks up residual kill there. After Spirit came and asked him a question.
It's rough.
Rough life, being 80 carry against Fed Olaf.
Yep. Barrels down. Righteous Glory. He's going to get this Cloud Drake, though. Maybe a little harder to get on top of him there.
We're not jumping on the anti-Cloud Drake hype. That one is dead.
Because they buffed him next match.
Look at this again. Ryu going for Poker and Febiven, and then Febiven reacts with the swoop. Look at the damage though. Ryu does a lot of damage. Febiven almost drops here at the end. Spirit steps forward into the mountain. Good. And then kind of make it out alive. Rekkles takes bot lane tower, and then obviously teleport. Teleport for 1 kill is acceptable. I'll see in the back end of that play because they also got bot lane turret. But Freeze still is the one that picks that up.
Get it in the end. Nice shutdown coming in as well. So a little bit of extra gold moving over to Freeze. Looks like he'll be building towards that Dusk Blade as well.
And I like the Sivir choice, at least with the Azir, because Sivir can play on side lanes. Has enough mobility to make it out. Spell shield, really hard to be picked off. So Fnatic is playing on 3 lanes. You know, whereas last game we had such a dense game. Spirit will have to ult here. He should be fine though.
Fight continuing. In goes the Weaver wall. It's Rekkles is all alone. Body block comes in from YellowStar, but he's trapped in the equalizer. Flash to safety. Disengage comes out. Spirit, is he going to commit? Suddenly Kikis is on the backside. Ryu's trying to buy time for the team. Meganar is on the way. Freeze drops. Kikis on a killing spree. Moving onto the front line. House comes out. Vander flashing to safety. Fnatic taking another fight.
Yeah, it looked really nice. It was one of those stone grills there, you know, cut off with the wall and then fire it up with the equalizer. But if Fnatic have flashes, they can kite so well.
Oh, in goes Kikis. Ryu gonna try to make it out of this one. Zones as best as he can, throwing down the workaround. Movement speed not enough. Kikis on a rampage now.
A 6-2-in-1 here. This Gnar performance from Kikis is honestly extraordinary. Slotting in almost perfectly in this Fnatic. So this is a guy who subbed in. This is his first games, you know, his first week with Fnatic, and he's already performing so well.
Tweeted out earlier, 3 days of practice. This man staying on point despite his time away from competitive play and absolutely crushing Odo in so many of those 1v1 scenarios.
Hey man, he played in the Gravity Chamber, he played in European Solar Cube. It's like suddenly his jungler helps him. His team doesn't flame him if he gets 3v1. It's like, what is this, you know? Power of friendship.
Working out well for them so far. A little bit more than the power of friendship backing up now too. So many magic resist items. Really only one AD threat on the opposite side.
All right, so they engage on Spirit. I think this is where H2K just reset. They continue to play good wall zone. They want Rekkles, but like this is all conditional on Rekkles not flashing out. Guess what? Flashes out anyway. Psych. And then the turnaround. Freeze gets zoned by Kikis on the bot side. Again, you know, Kikis hurting the cattle here, forcing Freeze to walk into his untimely demise, forcing Vander flash here. Yeah. Fnatic in control.
Meganar ticking down, flashes in to get that.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good play coming in overall. Kikis taking Gnar to his limits on that rage bar. So many players, you know, make mistakes around managing that, but it has not been an issue for Kikis thus far.
Stored up his rage.
I mean, maybe that's the solo queue experience you're talking about.
Yep.
You know?
Reading all the community threads, making fun of him. It's like, guess what, guys? Right,
this one's for the haters.
I mean, if there's one thing that Kikis had, like, he left the Unicorns at a high because he didn't feel comfortable in the team. Hang on, I'll go back to that later because we have another fight here, Sifa.
Weaver's wall. Talia just gonna hop off there, though.
All right, get back to the fight. Get back to the point here because we don't have a fight here, Sifa. Like, he left Unicorns of Love on a high to go to G2 and Challenger, and everybody kind of, you know, mocked him. Switching roles too all of a sudden, you know, and then he leaves G2 Esports. Now Freeze is going down again here.
Freeze about to leave this world. He goes down. That was easy for them. Fnatic moving forward, and this is disastrous because Spirit is killing everyone.
Spirit is angry. I mean, I know he misses Gamsu, but damn.
You can't do that to people.
This is one way to vent. Always let your anger out, guys. Play Olaf. Anyways, Kikis leaves G2 Esports and then somehow ends up back into a good position here. When nobody thought like there was a way out, everybody thought he was going to playoffs teamless here, and he slots in perfectly.
It's a great place to be, and Fnatic clearly benefiting from this. A very decisive play coming in both of their games, taking advantages back from H2K in game one, and this time building all the advantages on their own. Odo's going to get a tower back, but with Baron dropping with nearly a 10k goal lead in favor of Fnatic, their options and their time are running out here in this series.
And this is such a good day one for Fnatic. Not only do they get what they desperately need, which is the 3 points to solidify them in the top leaderboard, they also close out in a very memorable game. You know, you can win close game, but like getting a confident stomp like this is so important going into day 2. Obviously, they'll need to remain calm, but I'm sure Daylor will point them out on that one. But this has to just feel so good for a lineup that went through like such a high-profile roster switch. Whenever Fnatic makes a change, there's so many eyes on it, so many community threads, so many fans that are either happy, sad, angry, that twist your words.
This is a make-or-break moment for Kikis.
Yeah.
When we think about it. I mean, this will set the perception for Fnatic fans. This is the level of performance they're going to come to expect from this guy.
I mean, yes, but it's better than at least than things being taken out of context. So often people make rash decisions and then extrapolate on them regarding this. Like, there's one frame of Gamsu not talking to somebody in Life of Legends. Ooh, Gamsu never talks to anybody, you know? Like, people blow up everything in esports, so having he start out well is just so big for the team.
Well, H2K are now looking to blow up Kikis.
Yeah, but he's drawing aggro.
Oh,
now
Weaver's wall
comes in. tower's dead though.
They're trapped in the base, but what are they going to do with it? Equalizer on the backside, that's great. On the hunt for the disengage. YellowStar protecting his team. Odo dashes forward. Rekkles potentially in trouble. Flash over the wall. Fancy footwork from Rekkles, ripping through Odo. He's stunned up. Spirit takes down Ryu. The fight continues. He's unstoppable. Ooh, shot down under Rekkles. Moving forward. Soldiers on the front lines. Inhibitor going to fall. Fnatic taking another fight, 4-16, the kill score.
Yeah, and they're just slipping away on slivers of health here. Really good kiting from Fnatic. Moving as a well-oiled machine, not panic flashing over the wall immediately. One guy jumps out, second follows. YellowStar did a good job peeling, but somehow still survives. The fact that he's died 0 times on his Braum is honestly impressive. You have to praise him for that one.
I mean, continuing to move in here as well. Going to continue to grow these advantages with the Ocean Drake. Not giving the opportunity for H2K to come back whatsoever. Jankos will get a nice view of that one falling. No opportunity to steal. Still enough time left on the Baron buff to get the recalls in as well.
Yeah, look at how clean this fight is. So they have the hard engage, equalizer. They're playing against all this poke coming out. Febiven actually left the fight pretty early, but here, YellowStar, very latest moment, flashes out. Odoamne still gets stunned here. There's an exhaust that comes out from Febiven as he walks back into the fight. Nobody really dropping here. Everybody kind of has each other's backs here. Fnatic lineup.
And we look at it, freeze. I mean, you can't afford to be missing 2 or 3 shots. Really got to turn it up a notch here. H2K moving forward. Jankos a flash engage. That is desperation coming in for H2K. They just want to get something. They want to find a pick, a kill, anything to bring them back into this game. Continuing to move forward, backing out here. Ward's clearing out as well. I mean, just Fnatic, it should be easy for them to close out at this point. There's just not really any room for outplays.
Yeah, setting up the 4-1 tower in their back, which is safe. They need to wait just a little bit for Kikis to arrive at the top lane tower. This is the one window here. Yes, and H2K is looking to take it.
Comes in, where the shot's going to land. They're going to grab it, turn around. Spirit running for his life. Shot landing onto YellowStar.
Over-eager by Fnatic. Their Baron buff was wearing off pretty soon, so they really wanted to capitalize on that final push, but they didn't wait for Kikis to be in place. Put counter pressure here. And H2K immediately unleashed.
Kikis has to hop away. They're not going to be able to get the tower.
Yeah, they immediately unleashed all their ultimates at once. And then obviously the push is thwarted here. Rekkles gets caught out. His flash was down from the previous engage.
Jankos, fancy footwork to make it out of this one. Brett Febiven just going to walk away here. No fear.
Yeah, he has to be scared of Jin W that's coming. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Locked up. Freeze on the front lines.
Ooh, the backhand teleports from Kikis.
Have to heal to make it out of this one. The knockup coming in, the sacrificial lamb. Jankos, he's going to be knocked down, but he's going to save the rest of his team here.
Oh, they're getting cornered. Kikis is in the base here, looking for the swift cut-up. Ghost.
Spirit. Ragnarok not up and available. He could get locked down. Freeze takes down Febiven in the meantime. Vander going to make it to safety. Spirit has overextended, overstayed his welcome. The 1-for-1 trade in the end, but H2K holding on.
Yeah, Mantra W, incredibly strong on Karma. It regenerates more, and on the back end, you just get like 20% of your health back again. Missing health, rather. So Vander making great use of that.
I mean, excellent hold coming in for H2K. I thought they were down and out, but they're continuing to match Fnatic here.
Yeah, in Fnatic, you have to respect that, because you always have to put yourself in the position of your enemy. If you're about to get 4-1, and you know you will fall apart, 4v4 and 1v1, the only counterplay you have is to either hard engage on the 1, but that means the 4 take your base anyways, so that's off the table too. The only play you have is to hard engage on the 4 and get a pick off on the AD carry, and that's exactly what they did there. And then hope you make it back in time to challenge the 1 and not let him get the tower here.
As you can see this extended gauge, we'll play through it one more time. Febiven looks good for him.
Yeah, Febiven thinks it's 2v1, and H2K want him to think that as they go in for the Jin W, but there's just so much damage on the side of Fnatic that they kind of get surprised here. On the back end, teleport comes in. And then the follow-up from Freeze. Look at this, like Vander should be dead here, but I think he jukes 1, and then goes for Mantra W.
Yep. So much immediate healing. Heals up one more time. Spirit desperately trying to throw those axes.
Kikis still killed Freeze too here. Oh, he's a monster performance from him.
Really solid. Malmorty is the only AD he needs, apparently.
Kikis has more kills than the entire H2K squad combined.
That is terrifying to play, and it's all in tanky stats too. Jankos tunneling his way out of that one. Fnatic trying to retake control of the jungle. Tired of giving up advantages here.
Yeah, they're just going to choke out the vision, keep them pushed in, and then return to Baron rather. And then they can finish off cleanly. They're also waiting for Rekkles' flashes, a couple more seconds. Again, H2K can only win against no flashes, because then they can really make use of that lockdown combo that they're running, really punish people. But if one guy kind of flashes one shot, jukes the next, freeze ulti is useless, equalizer doesn't have the full effect.
A lot of poke.
Here. Look at how aggressive they're putting their vision though. H2K is challenging vision at their own wolves at this point.
So forward. Spirit taking a little bit of damage here. Lots of poke going down, but I don't think it's going to deter Fnatic from trying to pressure this Baron.
Fnatic pushing in immediately side wave 2. You know, Rekkles is a little bit low. No lifesteal. Very many AD carry builds sadly don't have too much lifesteal in them. So this is maybe an opportunity for H2K.
Baron started. Baron falling down. Got to keep our eyes on Jankos.
Look for Rooter's Wolf combo into the Jhin ultimate. Fnatic will have to reset here because they honestly, they put their vision too deep in no sustain.
Moving in, Kikis maybe looking for the flanker on the wall. Goes in, hits 4 back. Is it going to be enough? Jankos moving in. YellowStar with a follow-up. They're continuing the fight. Spirit in the backline. Ryu in trouble. Suddenly there's so much damage onto Spirit, but it is simply not enough. Equalizer comes in. Fnatic burning through H2K. The double kill comes down. No hope left.
And we just got to be honest here. The impact in some of these coordinated engages that Fnatic has is just so big. Now Febiven looking for the swoop here.
Highlight reel moment for him. Double kill comes out. Is that the double-double?
He renders his opponents into montage material here. But holy cow, that engage here. That was a well-communicated setup where Kikis was leading the charge. He was spearheading that engage here. Even with a slightly missed Gnar ultimate, Fnatic still close out 6 kills to 23. What an impressive performance.
Absolutely dominating. After a comeback in game 1, they absolutely crush it out in game 2. I mean, just beautiful play coming in, even with that new player.
I mean, we don't have to argue who gets player of the game here.
No.
It's YellowStar, of course. Not dying on that Braum.
Good job. Noticing a little bit of a trend toward which roles you appreciate more.
Let's talk about support. Nah, Kikis did phenomenally well, man. What a game here. Subtle outplays in the 1v1s, drawing Jankos to the top lane, and still going equal in some of these setups here, allowing Fnatic to cross map. What a game.
Yeah, I mean, that was just... We had 1v1s,